No. What's up, Kyle Wayne Colvin?
I just need to go ahead and cut that. That's what I need to do. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Did you say, Kyle, you got into an accident? You know, a motorcycle accident on Friday, Kyle? What the hell? You alright, man? I hope you're okay. Damn, dude. Well, I told you the other day, right? A name like that, you're supposed to be out there singing country music or something, right? You have no business, obviously you have no business riding motorcycles, right? Lady says she didn't see and just pulled out in front of me, shattered my knee. Holy shit. I'm not even gonna comment on that, right? I'm not even gonna comment on that. That sucks, Kyle. I wish you the best of luck. That's why I don't ride a motorcycle. Right? I have a few. I just, right? Like I have a 77 Yamaha XS 750, right? Triple. Fucking cool ass bike, right? Can't get myself to modify it. I also got a KZ 200. Kawasaki KZ 200. It's a 79, I think. Right? Would make a really sweet, right? Like little cafe bike, but yeah, can't get myself to do it. Kyle, stick to four wheels, right? Start singing country music. Stop riding motorcycles, right? You know, I'm not sitting here trying to make light of you having a shattered knee or anything, but clearly you're gonna have some downtime. Okay? Telling you. There's 10 people in the live stream right now. I guarantee you, all 10 of those people, well, you're one of them. So the other 9 people in this live stream would agree that with a name like Kyle Wayne Colvin, dude, everybody that's in the live stream right now, they heard me say that name and they just stood up and they clapped. They clapped. They stood up and they all clapped. Because that's what people are supposed to do when they hear your name. And clearly it doesn't have anything to do with motorcycles. So start singing or fucking, I don't know, do fucking magic tricks or something, dude. Do something. Do something. Stop riding motorcycles, right? Dude, I hope, dude, shit, man. I'm glad you're okay. Glad you're okay. Magic tricks, right? I mean, do something, you know? Sleight of hand, like, ooh, look at me go, right? Like, I mean, shit. I'm not saying do as I do, but, I mean, shit, man. Tell me, start singing. Start singing, Kyle. Oh, shit. Man, I really fucking like this right now. I'm really fucking happy with this. Oh, wow. Wow, this is definitely the biggest audience I have ever had over here on YouTube. That's cool. What color am I going to put on it? Oh man, I guess, man. Wow. So I'm gonna be towing this thing with a bagged HHRSS. Right? Camper or van. Half car trailer. Right? Right? I thought I was done a couple weeks ago. Well, yeah, 2 weeks ago. I kind of thought I was done. But then this door gap here was just, it was atrocious. Right? So I cut it and now I'm fixing it. And now that I'm explaining it, what was the largest audience I've ever had here on YouTube is disappearing. So, you know, I don't know. I'm just gonna get back to work. So, yeah. Give a tour of it. I want to see the inside. I'll tell you what. I'm kind of hot on my pace right now, doing one thing. I'll tell you what. You tap the screen or whatever it is that you're supposed to do here on TikTok, right? Like it, right? Like the live stream, right? Follow my page. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do real quick, and then when I'm done doing that, then I'll give you a walk around. Show you all the little details. I'll show YouTube. I'll give YouTube a little walk around. That's not what it was. What's the time? Just sub. Cool, man. That's cool. Yeah. Wow. All right, you guys are kind of making me want to give old YouTube another chance. Right? There was 98 people in here a minute ago. And that was the biggest audience I've ever had here. So, anyways, and you guys are you're just dropping like flies. See, you guys don't want to hear me talk over here, right? I can understand that. You just want to see me work, but I mean, shit. All right. You want me to give you guys a walk around? Can I see the front of your car? Don't let it fool you. This is a trailer. All right. Make HHRs great again. Can't wait to see this take on a teardrop camper done and painted, man. Hopefully in a mag as the centerfold. Well, that was nice. That was nice of you to say, right? The tow vehicle is a 2010 bagged HHR SS. It's tuned at 23 pounds of boost. It's got a 14.5-inch big brake kit on it. I custom built the cowl hood for it. I custom built the rear I-beam for it. Shaved the hatch. Custom built the rear spoiler for it. And then I decided to throw this thing into the mix, and I had put this together. Update it right here. So it's 12 HHRs went into that. So I put very little money into this build, right? Very, very little money. I had to buy the hatch, right? Like I had to buy this hatch, only because I didn't want to use the SS hatch that I have, right? Like I felt that was too important to keep that spare SS hatch. So I did go out and I bought another hatch. But pretty much everything else I had. These taillights I got from the junkyard, right? Like a lot of the miscellaneous pieces I got from the junkyard, but for the most part, I had all the pieces. So I will give you guys a walk around right here. What car are you having pull that cool ass enclosed trailer? A 2010 HHR SS that's on air ride. If you check out some of the videos that I've posted, right, like the car that I won the road rally in, the car that my team and I won the road rally in, that car is the tow vehicle for this. How much to build something like this? If I were to build something like this for somebody, I have no idea. I have no idea. I started on the car, I cut the car in half November 10th, and I've been working on the car live every Wednesday night over on a different app, you know, over on a different app, right? Because, right, like I pulled in 52,000 in one night over there. Right, like I try not to look at my audience numbers all the time. Right, I know that night was a good one just because I saw that it got a lot of likes. I got 52,000 people in there that night. It was like 49,000 unique accounts, which means like plus or minus 3,000 people came back to watch some more. 10 to 15 grand, and you would have to supply the parts. Cool. This old man I worked with had a nice orange one with wood. So, all right, you guys want to do a little walk around? If you're new to my channel, right? If I don't even know how this really works here on YouTube. If I showed up on your For You page or your home screen or whatever it is over here, I don't know. Hit the follow button. And if you guys want, right, like you tell me, I would love to carry my live stream back over here to YouTube, because I'll be honest with you, I was here live Wednesday nights like 4 years ago, right? Like you can jump over and look at some of my live stream. I was live pretty regular over here, but I wasn't pulling in an audience. And then I went over there and I was pulling in huge numbers. I was just gonna go live over here just for shits and giggles. Right? Like I didn't know everybody was going to show up and show out. So, anyways, right? Yeah, I'll give you guys a little walk around. Okay. This section, okay, this right here, right, like you can see this seam, all of that, is a front door. Okay, I know it doesn't look like a front door. All of that is a front door. All of that, front door. All of this, all the way over the top, all the way around down there. This line right there, you can see all of that line there. That is all. And I'm not going to get too crazy showing you the inside just yet. All right, but I kept all the structure from the D pillar of this car. So the D pillar is a 2008 HHR SS. That right there is a stock reverse taillight location. Obviously, these are all now reverse lights. Otherwise, that's the only one that's the actual stock location, is that one right there. These pieces right here, you can see, right, like I sectioned these in, right, like some people say they're not even, some people say they're crooked, right? I say eat shit. So anyways, right, like this section of taillights, basically this bucket here is that side there. I cut that side out of a car in the junkyard and basically took that sheet metal, flipped it around and stuck it there, right? So basically where it has that subtle curve up, I was able to take that subtle curve and bring it down. And then basically that line there, I cut it right along there, and that is right there. This bottom section right here, this is my absolute favorite part of the entire build, this section right here. All right, you can see, welded there, welded there, welded there, come around here, welded there. All right, this body line goes up into the tail light. This body line, nope, that one, this one back there fades out. All right, that section right there is this section right here. All right, basically kind of thing. All right, so I cut that out. That's the tail light. This section right here. Is that section right there. All right, so that little detail right there, that's my favorite little part of the car, or trailer, I should say. All right, so then I bolted up stock HHR roof rack. Put a basket on top. This door came from the 2008 HHR that made up for the D-pillar. This door handle, which does have a working lock and key, which rear door handles on an HHR usually do not have a keyhole, but I took the door handle out of my panel SS that I shaved, had a new key made, took the rods out, took the locking mechanism out. Oh, shit. Basically put a front door lock mechanism in the rear door, rebent the rods and everything. So now I have a locking door for the trailer. Right now I just got the window working on a DeWalt battery, but right, the window works. All right, so 2008 SS door, 2008 SS D-pillar. The rest of the car, the main section, the main chassis of the trailer, is a 2007 LS base model, right? Paid basically 550 bucks. We'll call it 550 bucks for, I think it was like $573 or something like that. So 575 bucks, we'll call it, for this car with a title. It was already modified and everything. We cut the front off November 10th. Door came off of 2008 SS. That D-pillar section. Well, I just tried showing you the car, but there's a car back there that has a D-pillar cut off. This hatch came off of 2009 HHR SS. It's just a white wrap on it. The SS spoiler came off of a 2010 HHR SS. Rear bumper came off of a 2009 aqua blue metallic SS. I do have a plywood floor, flat floor that's, right now I just got some HHR floor mats in there. I will have a hatch back here because the trailer is going to be on air ride. Right, the trailer is going to be on air ride, so I'm going to have a tank down in here. My compressor will be down in here. The valves and everything will probably be underneath the car. I might even run my air tank underneath the car. I've got a giant space where the gas tank was, so it would fit pretty neatly underneath there. But more than likely, the air tank will be going underneath the car. That fire extinguisher goes in the D pillar, the B pillar rather. So let's see what else. I took the glass. Shore power. Set up for shore power. Through there, I just have a pigtail. Right? And then I've got a Blue Eddy power station that I can just, right, like I've got the plug in my truck that basically I can just hook this up to here and then, you know, just run an extension cord to that, charge the power station. The power station will be able to charge a small air conditioner that I can hang up in the window, right? It'll power my lights. I've got some Bluetooth speakers that it's going to power, right? Everything is going to be powered off of the power station, with the exception of the window that will most likely just be continued to be powered off of a DeWalt battery. I think it's pretty awesome, right? Like, it's been a lot of fun. It's been the most creative project, the most creative freedom I feel like I've ever had building anything. Right, the side window was more or less my son's idea. He asked if I could make it so that we could put a barbecue on a hatch, right? He suggested that I cut a hole in the door. I was like, how about we just take the window out and make a hatch there? So I think this is actually going to be changing a bit. I'm going to be cutting this down a little bit more, cutting it up a little bit more in here, because if I can clear another 1 inch, I will be able to fit easily pretty much any of the small window air conditioner units. I need like 12 inches, and I've got like 11 and an eighth. So the porthole windows of that section of glass, right, like you can see, I cut the door out, flipped it around, and right, that's my porthole. So tonight I've been working on closing up this door gap, right, because it was absolutely atrocious. Replace the wood floor with sheet metal. Why would I do that? Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. Enjoy your night, Age. Always watch project updates. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right. I appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. Hit the follow button. Subscribe if you haven't. Maybe next Wednesday I'll do my live stream out here. Right? We'll see. At least part of it. Anyways. So thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it.